Hello there, it's me, Sari here again, and today I'm here with a scrap haul from Scrapbruket. I've got a lot of stuff from both Dylusions, 49 and Market, Tim Holtz and Dina Wakely and such. So let's see what I got started. I got myself these paint brushes from Dylusions, paint pens these are called, and they have the colors you can see here. I'm hoping that's going to be an easy way for me to just bring this with me to a craft event or something and just do a little bit of coloring. I got myself a nice looking bird stamp on a branch there, Bird Song 2, this one is called. It's from Nellie Snellen. It's a nice company with stencils and embossing folders and stamps and such. Here is a really nice looking stitched thingy from 49 and Market, and it's Gabby's line stitch stamp set. This one is called, and that's Gabby Polacco. Here is something else that I have fallen in love with for quite some time ago, and finally I got it, and it's a really nice set with both brick walls and some drops and such. And this is the third one. I have been really crazy for this stamp in particular. So let's move back. This one is Gabby's texture stamp set, and this one is Gabby's loose threads stamp set. 49 and Market for all of the three ones there. And then I've got myself some new stencils, and I'm sort of in a stencil-y mood right now, so let's see where I can get started with these. Dutch Doobadoo. I was a little bit surprised because I thought this one was going to be a stencil. I'm thinking it might be, but it's really thick. Something that you can lay on a really thick cover, and especially when you have these punchinella holes, it's going to be fabulous, I hope. Softboard dots it's called. So let's see how I can make that one work. Then I got myself something from Donna Downey Artist Stencils. It's a Prima brand there, and I actually went for it because it has both numbers and dots and everything. So it's a mixture of things. As you can see, that is what the pattern is going to be like. So lots of dots here and there. It doesn't seem the same though now, does it? So I just have to figure it out how to work with it. And then Dylusions has come out with some new stencils. They have sort of made these into new, and this one is called Old School Number, Old School Alpha, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to use them in a funky way. There's also a stained glass thing here, and you can also use your pen to draw the geometric pattern like that. Dutch Doobadoo is a really funky brand also, which has these beautiful stencils, punctuation marks, this one is called, and I see myself using these here and there. And this is something that I couldn't resist, also from Dutch Doobadoo, and this one is called Geometric Tiles, and I'm just looking at that one. I'm sort of falling in love with that. Here is something with the same girl from 49 and Market, Gabrielle Polacco, and it's a collaboration with the Crafters Workshop this time. Mini Tile Mania. And just look at that beautiful pattern there. Here is something from ScrapBerrys, dots. I'm crazy about dots, and I haven't got the proper name for it, but you can see that it's got lots of dots there. Then I'm going to move ahead to some stencils from Tim Holtz. This one is going to be ornate. Before he had the name on the tag here, but now you just have to look for it somewhere. So ornate is this. And here we've got linen, and I love this geometric thingy here. And then there are roses, and then there are some mini stencils as well, and the roses are there as well as the ornate together with some other flowers. And here I've got some small collaborations of things, and I just decided I just couldn't resist this. I'm not fat, I'm just easy to see. Well, I am fat and I am easy to see. Perhaps it would be more accurate. Gym update, not there. Here's a straw, suck it up, get over it and move on. I mean, there's lots of sort of funky sayings from Dylusion, Diane Revelay. And that set is called Shut Up and Color. Here is a set I couldn't resist. I love these dogs. They are rather big in size, I must say. So this one is called Dog Tails, Puppy Dog Tails actually, Puppy Dog Tails. And you can see they are really funky and big. I just have to have a look-see at the stamps, because once I did get a stamp set that wasn't really that good, but mostly they are good. And here's another one from Dina Wakely, Oodles of Foliage. And I love that one, that one, that one. So those were the main reasons why I got this set. I love that. I really like these. So when I'm going to do some scene stamping and such, those are going to be really fun to work with, I'm hoping. I have started marking the ink pads, the new ink pads from Tim Holtz. Distress Oxide. It's a combo of dye ink and pigment ink. It's going to be water reactive and you can do lots of fun things with them. What I do in order to know which one is which, I just take a piece of paper in my computer really, and I just put the brand names there, and I make it in 4 columns, and I've sort of just measured it and sort of succeeded getting it sort of evenly spaced out like this. So I print out the paper, put on some double-sided tape in the back, and then I trim them to slices like this, and then I put some ink on the sides of that word or the name for it, so I know it's going to be, so I can see the color on all sides. And in this case I don't really have to worry about putting this one up in the right position, because now I have the brand or the name for it on all sides. So that's a long story, made it even longer. Well, let's see, I just wanted to show you that the broken china is one of my favorite colors. This is what it's going to look like when you stamp it on black. You can see that it's a little bit, it's going to release the color. So even if you have, I mean, I made this card yesterday, it's still going to release some ink like that. And here's something else. So in this case I've used some stamps from Vilda Stamps. Here's a beautiful stamp with green, 4 squares, and here it's got something with a lot of texts with a travel theme. And they're really easy to ink with, and they really cover up black paper well. I'm thinking that perhaps, since they are releasing the ink, I'm not sure what to do with that. It didn't really help me heat setting it either. So if you really want to secure it, perhaps you should pour on some embossing powder or something. I'm not sure what to do with really. So I went ahead buying myself some Distress Grit Paste. I haven't used this one yet. I have just seen it that you can use it through a stencil and get a really nice depth to things. I also went a little bit crazy when it comes to these 4 bottles, small mixed media bottles from Dina Wakely. So in this case I've got some gel medium, white gesso, black gesso and glazing medium, and I'm hoping, I mean, this is of a really nice small size that you can bring with you to a craft event. I also got myself some Distress Collage medium if you are going to do some collaging. And these have been haunting me for quite some time. Mini Prills they are called, and I'm thinking that perhaps I might be able to use them in a sort of a mixed media themed thing. So let's see if I can come back with these later, I'm not sure. And to finish things off, I just got myself a mini caddy. It's a rather big one when you see it on a screen like this. And the sizes for it is 255 times 177 times 170 millimeters. So it's a properly sized thing. If I'm just going to put in these, I can't put them in there. Those fit in and there's still some room. Like so. I could actually put them like that. But I was buying this with the hope of actually being able to put my spray bottles in if I'm going to take them to a craft event. So when it comes to the Distress Oxide inks, let me just talk to you a little bit about that. Broken China and Spiced Marmalade, they are oldies. Fired Brick Vintage Photo is an oldie. And Peel Paint also. And the Worn Lipstick could be rather old. Walnut Stain Faded Jeans. Those are oldies but goodies. And then he has combined it with some new fancy colors. These are out in the regular Distress ink pads, mind you, but these are from a sort of a later release date. Cracked Pistachio, Fossilized Amber, Iced Spruce, and Wilted Violet. So these two, I believe even perhaps this one, came last year, whilst this one is from a sort of a wintry seasonal set. it's time for me to sign off right now. I hope to be able to come back soon again to show you something I have made with these products. I hope you have a good time now. Bye bye.